In a quiet corner of Hyderabad lived a young man named Raghav. To the world, he was just another police officer, but to his mother, he was her entire world. Every morning, before the city woke up, Raghav trained on the terrace while his mother brought him tea with a proud smile. He was strong, disciplined, and fearless. But behind that uniform was a son who never left without touching his mother's feet. He believed in duty, in justice, and in keeping promises. And his biggest promise was to his mother, to always come home alive. At the police station, Raghav was respected. His presence brought calm to chaos. While others feared the system, he stood against it when it was wrong. He was not just a cop. He was a warrior in uniform. One day the city trembled. A bomb threat at a school. Panic spread, children screamed, and lives were at risk. With no expert in sight, Raghav stepped forward. He didn't wait. He believed that courage comes from within. In the middle of that classroom, surrounded by fear, he defused the bomb with steady hands and saved every child. The city called him a hero, but far away, someone was watching. Shaurya, a ruthless criminal hiding behind power and money. He ruled from the shadows, and the only thing in his way was Raghav. Shaurya hated him because Raghav couldn't be bought, couldn't be threatened. And so, the war began. As Raghav continued his duty, protecting the innocent, Shaurya plotted his revenge. One night they attacked. 3 cars surrounded Raghav. Iron rods, chains, blood. But they had no idea. They weren't facing a man. They were facing a storm. Raghav fought back, injured, but undefeated. And then, the unthinkable happened. He returned home to find the door broken, the house in chaos, and his mother gone. Shaurya had taken her. That night something changed in Raghav. The law was still in his heart, but pain had entered his soul. He no longer wore the uniform for duty. He wore it for his mother. Raghav tore through the city. He hunted down Shaurya's men one by one. Each name, each face. He didn't stop. He didn't sleep. He became fire. And finally it led him to the rooftop. Rain poured. Lightning cracked. And there she was, his mother tied, crying. Shaurya stood beside her with a gun. What followed was war. A fight between 2 men, one driven by ego, the other by love. Blows were exchanged. Blood was spilled. And then, the gun fired. Raghav jumped in front of his mother and took the bullet. Time stopped. She screamed. He fell. But destiny had other plans. Raghav survived. Barely. And when he opened his eyes in the hospital, the first thing he saw was her smile, filled with tears. The chief minister awarded him a medal. The city saluted him. But Raghav, he just held his mother's hand and said, "I kept my promise." Today he stands on the rooftop once more, looking over the city, not as a hero, not as a cop, but as a son who fought the world for one person. Because some stories aren't written in history books. They live forever, in a mother's heart. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more powerful stories. Your support means the world. It helps us keep creating content that matters. Thank you for watching.